Now let's talk about mom and dad.
Wow. My mom and my daddy. Ernest Weaver was a very short, statuous man. Short, statuous, you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
My daddy didn't take no mess.
Hmm.
He meant what he said what he meant. Our home was a home of peace and love, and respect was due in his home. He was the king, and Lucille was the queen. And um, I got spoiled. If my brother and them were, I don't know, I got spoiled. Daddy kind of spoiled me. Anything I wanted, I got. I don't know if it's because I was named after him or what, Ernest. But I got my way, to a certain degree. I often say, Lord, if LaQuinta had been born before he passed, I think all of my inheritance would have went to her instead of it coming to me because he'd have just spoiled her to death. But anyway, um, Daddy was stern. He was a Christian man. He did attend church. Um, was he a singer? No, not Ernest Weaver. No. Some days we would go. I go to church when I come home to visit in the summertime, and we sing "Pass Me Now." Daddy be all over the place. And one Sunday I just told him, I said, "Daddy," he said, "Huh?" I said, just don't do it." Oh, so you old great singer now. You just can't nobody tell me that. I'm gonna sing. I know you got your singing from your mama. The man asked us to sing. I'm singing. Okay, so we let Daddy sing any kind of way he wanted to sing. That was it. But I had a very good dad. My dad, when my mother and my father decided to go, sometimes things just don't work out together with people. They went their separate ways. We migrated to Detroit, and he stayed home. So every summer, I would go home to sing, to be with Daddy for the summer, and then that's where I would sing with my brothers. His community choir, he came home from college and went back and started a community choir down in Birmingham. And I would sing with Nelson Miller and the airport community choir. Daddy would let me go and sing with my brother. And that was cool, but I always got what I wanted. I got my clothes, I got the car, I got money. And then when I got bigger, my daddy said, well, his motto to all of us was, to Ruby, me, Nelson, all of us, he says, hey, you know, I'm here to, I go from hope to help. He said, hope, I had to hope you until you got grown. And I helped you when you get grown. So I'm looking at him like, what do you mean? He says, see, hope is not eternal here. It's just that I'm hoping you to get grown. Once you get grown, then I only help you. So he said, I hope you. Why? Because I have to. I gotta hope you because you're a child and you're young. But once you get grown, my hope turns to help. I just help you. I help you when I can. So yeah, Daddy was a strong man, very strong man. I miss my father. I I I miss my daddy. That's the only daddy that I know. Um, I got one whooping from him, and it hurt me more than it hurt him. Well, it hurt him more than it hurt me because he had to whoop me. It really didn't hurt, but I just was crying for no reason because he whooped me. Now Lucille's whoopings. Oh my Lord Jesus, dealing with some whoopings. I'm telling you now. My mama. Gone to my mama. My mama was the sweetest mama you want to know. She had a drawing power, and I don't know if that's resonated off on me to have so many godchildren or what have you. My mother was a musician in the Birmingham metropolitan area. She played for many groups. Plus, she was an original member of the Gospel Harmonettes before they became Dorothy Love Coates and the Gospel Harmonettes. So she sung with them for many years, and Mama was a musician, and I got caught up with music really through Mama. I used to watch the Lawrence Welk show. She would have it on every Saturday. Some of y'all don't know nothing about the Lawrence Welk show, but it was a very good family entertainment show. Come on every Saturday. And Mr. Lawrence Welk had the Lennon sisters on there, and this lady would play the piano. I can't even think of the lady's name. And I get so fascinated with that woman playing the piano. And then I tell Mama, Mom, go play like that lady on Mr. Lawrence Welk show. She would go into the den and she could ragtime it just like the woman was playing it. I was like, wow. And so I didn't learn how to play. Nelson and Ruby learned how to play. Mama taught them how to play. But me, when I went to learn it, no, I wanted to sit down and play, but there was more to just sit down and play. I didn't want to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't want to do that. No. I just, let's play, let's sing. It didn't run like that. So Mama popped me. So when she popped me at my second lesson, I told her, I said, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, Mama. I'm going to stand up, she had discovered I could sing then, and I'll sing, and that's it. When she discovered me singing, it was amazing because I was in the kitchen singing. We had moved to Detroit. She had remarried to Reverend Akins, and I was singing every day. The Love Bug would come on WJLB, and Donnie Simpson was on. So I was sitting there singing, the love bug done bit me. I didn't mean for it to get me. I was just sitting there, love is just an issue in my heart, tearing out of her. Diana Ross song. I'm just singing, love bug done bit me. And she was standing around the corner. And, I wasn't supposed to sing at the table. That was a no-no. You don't sing it, know where I come from. Then you weren't raised like that. So when she startled me, she said, huh? I said, huh? I know I wasn't supposed to be singing. She said, who is this in here singing like this? You? I said, yes, ma'am. I was scared to say yes, ma'am, because, I was going, ooh, she gonna pop me. She said, when you finish with this, you meet me downstairs. And we went downstairs, and she had a home organ, got it from Grinnell's. And Grinnell's was an instrumental place that they sell organs and everything. And so, in Detroit. So she took me downstairs, and she says, oh, Lord, my God. She said, you sing that. I said, oh, Lord, my God. Before I knew it, I was singing How Great Thou Art. That was my first solo. And my brother Nelson taught me my first contemporary song, which was
Up
above my head. I hear music in the air. And I thought I was willing in, because, I felt like Mama's songs was old and dreary, but Nelson's songs was upbeat because my brother played for, a community choir, and they were singing this and they were singing that. But Mama had to teach me the whole foundation. You learn everything, and I'm glad to the day that she did that. So my mom she was my foundation. She was my rock. Taught me how to direct and everything. So, my dear, oh my God, I just miss her so much. I tell people you don't know what it's like to have a mama, and the way she just checked out on me so quick. September 14, 1982. Never will forget it. We had just came home from off a tour and Palestine. And my last thing I gave my mama was $20 because she asked me for some money. And we went. That night I was supposed to have been going out with some of my friends. And I can still remember my mama sitting in her red and white Regal. And they told me, said, your mama's outside to pick you up. And she came and picked me up. And she asked me for some money. And I didn't want to pull my whole wad of money out because I'd have gave her more than what she would ask for. And I had made my money from the church, Palestine. So I pulled out the 20. So I said, don't go back and try to find the 10 because she's going to see all the 20. So that you're going to ask for both. So just pull that out and give it to her. So I did. So I gave Mama the 20. But I had no recollection that was the last time I was going to see my mama. And the last night, that night, she called over to the house to see how we were doing. I said, doing fine. I was staying with my sister and brother-in-law. And she says, Mama loves you. And I said, I love you too, Mama. She says, where's your sister at? So she's in the room. She talked to my sister for 2 hours. And the next thing I know, after the phone hung up, maybe about 30 minutes later, my stepfather called and said, you all come quick, your mother was on the floor. So she had a massive heart attack. And once she hit the floor, she was gone. And that, man, That was hard for me. Very hard for me. 22-year-old person, God called your mama home. But after all of her teachings and stuff, I survived. I really survived. I miss you, Lucille. Lucille, I miss you, mama.